Hello, my name is Jesse Herrera. This is my client Lauren Herrera. We're going to be going through a series of fitness assessments here for our critical assignment for our kinesiology, my kinesiology 557 class. The first video here will be for the body composition. We're going to go ahead and take Lauren's resting heart rate, her blood pressure, the Jason Pollock 3 site skin fold test for women, and her hip and waist measurements. First, we're going to start off with her finding her resting heart rate. So we're going to go ahead and have her open her arm this way. We'll place our fingers on the inside towards the thumb. Find that radial artery. Once we find it, then we hit our timer here for 1 minute. So that's 65. Resting heart rate of 65. We're going to go ahead and find her blood pressure reading. We'll place the cuff inside the arm. Make sure we don't put this on too snug. Your arm a little bit this way. There we go. Make sure we have our dial turned all the way to the right. We're going to place our scope on the inside of the brachial artery so we can get a good pulse there. Once we find that, we're going to pump up here to about 180 to 200. And then we're going to listen for those sounds. Release slow. So we have a 123 over 80 reading. Next, we'll move on to the Jason Pollock skin fold test for women. So let's go ahead and stand up here. We're going to be measuring 3 spots here. We're going to be measuring the tricep, the suprailiac, and the thigh for the women. So for the tricep, we're going to go ahead and turn around this way. We're going to do the back of the tricep here. Flip out this way, make sure we're the camera. So we got to make sure we're going to find the top of the shoulder or the acromion process. We're going to move it down. Let's go and put it ahead and put your arm at a 90-degree angle. We're going to find the bottom of the elbow. About 16. So right at 8, we'll make a little mark there. We're going to go ahead and get our calipers here. We get a good pinch. We don't want to go too light because then we'd be measuring skin. If we go too deep, we'll be measuring muscle. So there's pretty good. Measure 31. So we have 31 centimeters for the tricep. Now for the suprailiac crest. Go ahead and lift your shirt up a little bit. Now go ahead and find your hip bone. We'll have the client find her hip bone. Sometimes it's hard to find.
Okay.
Okay, so from right there, you go ahead and measure 1 inch up from the crest line. And right here is where we're going to get our measurement. Just turn towards the camera if you can. And that's going to be 20 centimeters. Now for the thigh, we're going to go ahead and measure from the top of her patella, your knee here, to the hip crest line. So to help find the hip crest line, you have the client bend her knee up a little bit. And now you can see that crest line right here. So go ahead and put your knee back straight. Go ahead and hold that for me right there. Down to the top of the, find that top of the patella. Right about 16. I'm gonna make our mark here. Halfway. So and just bend it slightly, keep it on the ground. There we go. This part might be a little hard to get. We got to get a good squeeze in here. This tends to be the bigger measurement for females. And we're at 46. Now finally we're going to do our hip and waist measurements for the female. So let's go ahead and lift your shirt up here a little bit. It's about here. So for the hip measurement, we're measuring this area. The waist, we're measuring here. So for the waist, we're looking for the narrowest point of the abdomen. We're going to let our tape overlap. And that's about right here, 87 centimeters. Now let's turn sideways. So for the hip measurements, we're going to go to the widest part of the glutes. We're 101 and a, I'm sorry, 111 and a half. So we have 87 for the hip, 111 and a half for the waist. That concludes all of our body composition measurements.